Okay, it's time. Can Damaga revenge from yesterday where he lost to NST? NST never being defeated in ZVZ when it matters, ever. Ever.
Yeah, he's never lost on
Not
TV.
even close, not even one game out of a best of 5, not one game out of a best of 99, 0 games.
That's actually a pretty scary
That's 0.
result.
Put your abacus away. There's nothing to count to. It's 0.
You're pretty funny. So we're back from the break. I did get to eat some of my sandwich. It was good.
Yeah.
Got some more energy now.
Look tasty.
It is. Because, they know me at Subway Sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
They know me.
I know it.
I walk in there, they don't even ask me what I want.
Just start making it.
They put the extra pickles on.
One day you're going to be so embarrassed because you're going to decide, what, I want a different sandwich today. And you go in and they're just so happy to start making the sandwich you're not going to want to stop them. You're going to be like,
no, I never try new things.
Have actually gotten myself into this thing. Like those actors that can only be policemen. You're one of those with your sandwich.
All right, I'll accept that. That would be a tough role.
You're pigeonholed, Tasteless.
I've been pigeonholed.
As far as sandwiches go.
Like Vin Diesel's been pigeonholed to forever be in...
Drive fast cars and have a shotgun.
Yes.
In a tank top, by the way.
Yes, in a tank top.
Man. No, and here you are with this one sandwich. I hope you like it for the rest of your life, Tasteless. You should have mixed it up a little bit more.
I'm like the guy that got a tattoo on his face. All right, here we go. It's Damaga, friend of White Raw against IMNesTea.
Friend of all.
Friend of all. IMNesTea, also friend of all. Very nice guy.
Yeah. Not nice enough to lose any ZVZs to anybody, though.
No, a little bit selfish there.
Really a god of Zerg.
Now, one thing about Damaga as well as White Raw, I don't know what it is about Ukrainian guys. They just always have a good attitude going into tournaments.
Yeah, they do.
Always confident, not stressed at the same time. So, that's a good attitude to take against something like IMNesTea. Now, here's the problem: is that IMNesTea is probably the hardest Zerg to beat in the world. He did manage to beat July's though yesterday.
Yeah,
pretty shocking.
ZVZ is actually one of the best in the entire world. There's no question there. He's actually one of the absolute ZVZ best players, one of the best Zergs in the entire world. He is. But IMNesTea is unbeatable. Will Damaga be the first person to be able to beat IMNesTea in ZVZ?
Could be.
And if he does, will he cause an avalanche? Will IMNesTea lose his confidence?
Will it be a sign of the apocalypse? I don't know.
Will a black hole open? And when we come out of that black hole, will we be invincible for 1.5 seconds?
Could be. Could be, Artosis.
Could be. The casting Archon is around, so you better hope you're invincible, or we will one-shot you.
We will one-shot you, man. We have splash damage. I don't care if you're an air unit. Splash damage.
Bam.
It's like SeaWorld, and you're in the splash zone.
Wow. Shamu just rolled over in his grave.
He rolled over on his limp dorsal fin. What is that?
So sad, man.
Captive killer whales. That thing.
It's like a frowny dorsal fin.
It is. He's like, oh.
I'm trapped.
That's sad, man. It's a whale, dude. It's like wants to swim all over the ocean, man, not in a fish tank.
The ocean is scary. I'd rather be in a fish tank.
I'd be in the ocean, man.
No sharks are going to get me in a fish tank, Taste. Not at SeaWorld, they aren't.
No sharks are going to get Tastes the killer whale, man. What are you talking about? I'm be busy owning seals and stuff.
Dude, you give me a group of sharks and you're out of here.
No, man.
They will tear you apart, man.
No, man.
I'm controlling those sharks. Oh, yeah.
You're microing the sharks. You're busy being in a fish tank, man. You're doing tricks. People are feeding you fish.
Yeah, they're giving me fish all the time.
Kids are clapping.
They are clapping.
You jump out of the water.
I'm making people happy,
You get a bunch of families wet.
I'm not killing the mommy and papa seal of the cute baby seal, making him cry. You're making seals cry, Tasteless. Cut it out.
I'm a heartless guy. All right, it's time. It's set. Let's do this. Zerg versus Zerg. IMNesTea against Damaga. IMNesTea, the undisputed best Zerg versus Zerg in the world. Damaga, up and coming hero here in Korea. Let's see what it's going to be like. The map is Scrap Station. That is, of course, a map that requires some pretty unique play style. So let's see what it's going to be. Over here in the red. Whoop.
Oh. All right, so we're going to figure out what that is in just a moment. I do want to point out some fun facts about IMNesTea and his ZVZ. As we said, he has been undefeated overall, never lost. The closest anyone has ever come is actually Damaga's world teammate, Sen. Sen almost beat IMNesTea twice. It was by far the closest anyone has come to beating IMNesTea.
Yeah.
And one of the maps was Scrap Station. I would not be surprised if Sen helped him practice a little bit last night. Maybe told him what he found out about IMNesTea, the weaknesses and whatnot.
Now, here's the thing: is it looks like IMNesTea's got some headphone problems. Nothing major. You know what I mean? You got to have everything set right.
Of course.
Imagine if the sound was too loud. You're like, oh no. You're like trying to micro.
It's giving you a headache.
It's like, we've knocked enough minerals, like making your ears shake. Oh, you're not going to be able to concentrate.
No, you're not. It's quite terrible.
And you're not going to just open up the menu.
It's going to hurt your ears,
and, like,
too.
Control the volume in, like, a tournament match. So
that's always stressful. You're like, you can actually see through it, and you see that you have to make another drone, and you're, like, missing.
You see the bar filling up. You're like, oh, no. So I think we're going to get this going in a minute here, so just sit tight.
Should be all right momentarily.
You can get at us on Twitter. This would be a good time to do that.
Yeah.
I'm Call Me Tasteless. He's Artosis, as I've said before, and I keep saying it because, a lot of people don't know. Some people that watch from start to finish every episode is some people just tune in for parts of this. It is, of course, a pretty long show. This is like Phantom of the Opera long, how long we cast every day.
Yeah,
so
it's a long time.
I always mention this throughout, so it hits every viewer, but add us on Twitter. I'm posting Korean Pro Gamer Twitters and non-Korean Pro Gamer Twitters so you guys can communicate with them. So, okay, it's time. Over here in the red, MTW Damaga. From Ukraine.
IMNesTea is so confident in this matchup.
Okay, over here in the Zerg, I don't know why you keep doing that, Artosis.
Because we
have IMNesTea.
I want my turn. Let me talk.
I want the conch.
But anyways, he's so confident in ZVZ. I don't even know what to say about it. It's like, maybe he's so confident he'll become unconfident. He'll be like, someone's got to beat me eventually. Is it going to be this guy? Like, I can't actually win this forever, can I? That must be nice, having a matchup you actually cannot lose. Because he's the only one with a matchup like that.
At least so far televised, but StarCraft 2 is pretty young still.
Yeah.
But, here's the thing that's amazing at StarCraft is there's nobody who just never, ever loses.
That's true.
There just isn't.
Well, in ZVZ there is, but other than that...
But you know what I'm talking about? I mean, like, It won't stay that way.
Of course.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
Well,
Interesting builds thus far. Pretty similar.
This is actually really weird. Hold on.
What?
Okay, well, I am actually really confused because on my computer it says that the blue player is IMNesTea, yet when I click on the red hatch it says IMNesTea.
Oh, we might need to get that figured
so
out.
My computer is actually messed up. So actually, Damaga is red. So I'm actually sitting here about to start commentating backwards.
Jay, we might need to get some confirmation on who's actually who. There's something wrong with Dan's computer.
On your screen, it looks pretty good, though. All right, so I think the screen everyone's seeing is totally fine.
IMNesTea is blue?
IMNesTea is blue. So, okay.
All right. Sorry, guys, some minor problem.
Anyways, so IMNesTea is our... Oh, I have the colors switched on mine. Look at that.
Oh, weird. All right.
I don't know how... I can't look at this. It's actually making my brain wrong.
Let's not look at that monitor.
Sorry.
All right, sorry about that, guys. We apologize. Some technical problem.
So
IMNesTea is blue?
IMNesTea is the top position.
IMNesTea is the top position. Okay.
Damaga is the bottom position.
Okay.
So, down at the bottom, where Damaga is, we do have a Baneling nest making. IMNesTea making a Roach Warren.
When I do play Zerg on this map, I have little success with Baneling rushes.
Yeah, Banelings normally are not the way to go.
Your opponent just goes defensive Baneling, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, this is an easy map to be defensive with Banelings on as well, because it's like this huge ramp. You have a lot of different options where to put stuff. And And IMNesTea getting his own Baneling Nest to go with his Roachhorn.
More Zerglings
20
coming out.
lings being made by Damaga right now.
He's going to go for aggression here, clearly.
Both players have 24 drones. Normally you get about 24 drones before you start massing units. It's about how much you need to successfully make out of 2 hatches with a queen. IMNesTea sometimes goes for 25. Never for 26, really. And
Roaches are out.
He does have it down that exact. I'm actually not even joking. All right, so
that's
Damaga,
a pretty close location to more of those.
catching the queen.
The queen, that's actually pretty big. Queen is, and the queen also didn't get very many
He's
attacks.
going to want to run from there now. Perfect. Takes out a few Zerglings, takes out the queen. IMNesTea chilling with his...
He actually canceled.
He canceled a bunch of Banes. That's cool. Right now, IMNesTea is making Banes. Damaga throwing up his Roachhorn at the moment. 35 drones for Damaga. He droned up during that. That's a little bit scary, because from here, IMNesTea almost always goes for just pure units and goes to kill you. Now, using that many larvae, like 9 larvae, to make more drones with, that's going to make him have a lot less units tasteless, especially with these roaches coming up where Damaga doesn't have roach tech yet. He's going to need a lot of Zerglings. He has 14 hatching right now, but with all those Zerglings, here come the Banes. IMNesTea really knows what he's doing here.
Uh-oh. Actually, I don't know if he can stop this now.
Yeah, this is looking pretty deadly.
Damaga did this fancy thing and tried to get ahead, and IMNesTea just responded with aggression.
And some fancy micro by Damaga, but does not look like it's going to be enough there. A lot of Banelings dying all over the place.
Roaches are softened up, but not enough.
9 roaches on the way for Damaga. So if he could have all those just pop out his main hatch right now, he'd be fine. More lings strolling in from IMNesTea. And Damaga.
Yeah, that's actually it, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sad to say this because I really want Damaga to move on, but...
Well, more roaches are being hatched, more Zerglings. We're going to have to see,
He's
but a
losing
lot of
too many drones.
Yeah. Right now, well, Damaga is only down to 22 against 24 because he did make so many extra drones. And GG.
Damaga taps out. Thus far, foreigners, non-Koreans, not having that much success. The only thing I want to point out is July Zerg, we generally think of him as a passive player. In Terran, Zerg versus Protoss, Zerg versus Terran, a safe player.
Yeah.
I think in Zerg versus Zerg, he's much more of a decisive player.
He is. He gets up to that 24 to 25 drones, and he switches over to production of units only. He goes a bunch of roaches, and then rallies speedlings in. And if you don't do something very much like that, or maybe have a lot of spine crawlers or something, then he will actually just kill you. And if you do have something like spine crawlers, he might be like, all right, I need drones a bunch, because you just spent, 150, 300 minerals on spines.
I think he was just treating it like IMNesTea's going to defend and try to take a third base eventually. IMNesTea's not going to do that. IMNesTea just lost his queen. He's going to straight. He's like, all right, well.
He's like, all right, it's time to kill you, man.
That's pretty big in Zerg vs. Zerg.
See, if Damaga had not made all those drones, if he had actually made, he made 9 drones, I believe it was. If he had made, let's say, 4 drones, then he could have defended that. He would have actually ended up living through that. He would have had to have his Roachhorn up a little bit quicker, but of course, he would have spent that money on drones. He would have had the extra money to make that Roachhorn. So, Damaga, with these small, tiny mistakes, this ZVZ that he's playing could beat almost anyone in the world, but IMNesTea, the perfect ZVZ player.
He's good, man. Damaga's only got, if he doesn't win this next game, it's over, man.
Yeah, that would be over, and we would have one bracket side full of Koreans advancing.
Hopefully some of these non-Koreans start winning.
Yeah.
I was all amped up after, yesterday's results. Korea barely protected their pride.
Don't worry, I guarantee at least one foreigner will advance tomorrow. We do have a foreigner versus foreigner match.
All right, it's time. Our map's going to be Xel'Naga Caverns. It's another one-on-one map. It does require a different play style. You're not quite as far away as you are in Scrap Station. Still pretty far away, though.
Yeah. This one, most likely we will not see hatch first. I'm guessing speedling openings by both players.
Yeah, probably. All right, the countdown started. Up Tasis with me as Artosis.